What do Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, and Tiffany Haddish have in common? Well, according to Katt Williams, they are all unfunny, unoriginal, and undeserving of their fame and fortune. That is famed comedian Katt Williams, who has dominated the controversy tab this year since his appearance on the Shannon Sharpe Club Shay Shay podcast, where he exposed powerful comedians, ex-colleagues, and Hollywood elites. With over 50 million views, the viral interview surely caught the attention of the powerful individuals he exposed. When most of their responses were vague and did not directly refute Williams' claims, it left many fans wondering if he might have a valid point. But did they really put a hit out on him? If so, how much did Williams reveal that could have made him a target? Let's find out together, shall we? The first question would be, why now? Why did he decide to spill the beans at this time? There is no clear answer to why Katt Williams decided to expose celebrities on the Club Shay Shay podcast. However, some speculate that he may have done so to express his opinions and share his experiences in the entertainment industry. Others have suggested that he may have been seeking attention or trying to generate buzz for his career. Regardless of his motives, Katt Williams' comments have generated significant attention and reactions from the public and the entertainment industry. The comedy world is on fire, and Katt Williams is not playing nice. Kevin Hart may be regretting messing with Katt, who is spilling some serious tea and dragging him through the mud. Katt is known for having receipts, and he's about to teach Kevin a lesson on why he shouldn't cross him. Katt has a secret weapon: Kevin's ex-wife, Tori Hart. They've joined forces, and they're not playing games. They're ready to expose how Kevin treated Tori like a nobody during their marriage. Katt is on a mission to take down Kevin, and with Tori by his side, they have a ton of shocking evidence that will make you question everything. Buckle up, folks, because this comedy beef just turned into a drama blockbuster, and we're here for every juicy detail. You see, Katt Williams has been dropping bomb after bomb since the new year. He did an explosive interview with the Shay Network and spilled the beans on a lot of things, including P. Diddy and his alleged assault and how Diddy tried to get with him. But he rejected him 4 times. Katt didn't stop there. He also went after Kevin Hart and his ties with Diddy. You may think that the drama started with Katt's interview, but it goes way back to when Kevin dissed Katt. Back then, there were rumors that Katt was hooked on drugs. Kevin used this to his advantage and slammed Katt, saying that he was a drug addict who ruined his own career. He also said that Katt's failures were his own fault, but Katt didn't buy it. He blamed it on the industry. Katt said that he exposed the secrets of Hollywood, and they punished him for it. He said that some of them were against the Illuminati, and they suffered for it. Kevin denied this and said that there was no one after Katt. He also said that Katt was a drug addict who was hard to work with. This was shocking, because it was the first time we heard about Katt being on drugs. But then again, have you noticed how the industry always labels people who expose secrets as crazy or on drugs? We've seen it happen to many truth-tellers like Kanye, Dave Chappelle, and Katt. Anyway, that was the beginning of the drama between Katt and Kevin. And one thing Kevin probably forgot about Katt is that he has a long memory and knows how to hold a grudge. It's been 5 years, and Katt finally got his revenge when he went to Club Shay Shay. He had a lot to say about Kevin. He didn't exactly say that Kevin sold his soul to the devil for fame, but he hinted at it. He accused Kevin of bowing to the wishes and desires of the Hollywood elites by allowing himself to be humiliated in exchange for success. If you don't know what Katt is talking about, he's talking about the conspiracy theory about how the industry forces artists, especially black artists, to undergo a humiliation ritual in exchange for fame. For example, there's the Oscar slap that left Will Smith mocked and humiliated just before he won his first Oscar in his long career of over 30 years. Apart from that, the industry also forces black men to wear dresses as a weird form of humiliation ritual. And Katt is not the only one who has talked about this, because Dave Chappelle has also spoken up. Dave Chappelle, another great comedian, said that the industry tried to make him wear a dress, but he refused. He said that he had boundaries and limits that he wouldn't cross. He said that he noticed that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career. In an old interview, Kevin was asked about this, and he said that he wouldn't do anything that compromises his boundaries. But it seems like he forgot about his boundaries, because a few years later, Kevin wore a dress on SNL. This is where Katt lost all respect for Kevin, and he started to call him fame and power hungry. He said that Kevin wasn't as successful as he claimed to be, because it was all an illusion. He said that Kevin was an industry plant who pretended to have sold out shows, but he never had a long line of people waiting to see him or fans who cheered for him. He said that Kevin had his deals when he got to LA, and he never had to struggle. He said that Kevin got roles that were meant for him, but he turned them down because he didn't want to wear a dress or act gay. He said that he asked the producers to take out some of the offensive scenes, but they didn't listen. They gave the roles to Kevin, who was happy to do them. He said that Kevin compromised his standards, like the time he wore a dress after swearing he never would. He said that Kevin told the people that he made his own decision, but he didn't make it before they brought it up. Katt was very firm with his stance, and he compared himself to Kevin, saying that he would never compromise his beliefs for a little bit of fame or money. He said that in the movie Friday After Next, he refused to play a scene where his character was assaulted because he didn't find it funny. He said that after that movie, the producers had enough of him, and they cut him off and blacklisted him. He said that his other roles were given to Kevin, who he said was willing to do anything to please the higher-ups. Kevin initially dismissed the allegations, saying that he wouldn't respond to them because they were nonsense and Katt was making things up for clout. But feeling the heat of Katt's revelations, Kevin decided to fire back, calling Katt a clown who belonged in the circus. He told Katt to keep his name out of his mouth. He said that his success was his success, and he wanted everyone to win. He said that he loved everyone. We thought that we had heard the last of the situation, because both men had said their part. So what more was there to say? Well, as it turns out, there was a lot left to say. Katt is one of the pettiest celebs out there, so people know to stay away from him. Because if you go low, you better believe that Katt will go lower until he strikes oil. And that's exactly what he did to Kevin, because he just brought Kevin's ex-wife Tori into the mix. For some context, a month back, Kevin's former assistant spilled the tea about Kevin cheating. But it wasn't surprising, because come on, who doesn't know about Kevin sleeping around with other women? Come on, let's be real. Mesa Shakes, who was Kevin's former assistant, did a shocking interview with Tasha K, accusing Kevin Hart of cheating with his current wife, Eniko Hart. And that's not all, because she accused him of also being a gambling addict. Kevin wasn't having any of this, and he decided to take legal steps against Tasha K. He sued her for defamation and extortion, claiming that Tasha had tried to extort him for $250,000 in exchange for killing the interview. Kevin probably thought that he had things under control and was feeling good about himself when Katt's podcast on Club Shay dropped and he had Kevin looking really bad. Y'all know how I said that Katt is petty? Well, he decided to be pettier by teaming up with Kevin's ex-wife Tori Hart to expose Kevin, because they just announced a joint date for a tour. This made the whole situation between Katt and Kevin more intense, as a lot of people became invested in the fight between Katt and Kevin. You see, Tori and Kevin had a very nasty divorce. So with her going on tour with Katt, we know what to expect. It's going to be jaw-dropping moments and bombshells, as Tori won't let Kevin off the hook. Let's go back in time a bit before their divorce. Tori and Kevin were married for 8 years before he filed for divorce. Like him leaving her when they had young kids wasn't bad enough, it turned out that Kevin was cheating on her with different women. You see, Kevin didn't just cheat with one woman, but with multiple women, and it seemed like the more the merrier for him. Rumor has it that Eniko, his current wife, was among the multiple women that Kevin used to cheat on his ex-wife with. The sad thing about their relationship and divorce is that Tori was a very supportive wife who helped him write the jokes he used in his stand-up comedies and some movies. Y'all, Kevin didn't even bother to give her some credit or pay her for it. But rather, he spent most of his money on the women he was cheating with. The crazy thing about this whole divorce was the audacity of Kevin to actually joke about cheating on his ex-wife in his stand-up comedy. In his 75-minute stand-up at a supposedly sold-out Madison Square Garden, Kevin admitted to cheating and lying about it. He said that he was a liar and that lying ruined his marriage. He said that cheating was not the problem. Lying about cheating was the problem. He also said that honesty might have saved their marriage, but he didn't tell the truth. He also acknowledged that he used their struggles for public consumption without regard for Torre's feelings. He made a public show of the pain he put Torre through, without any ounce of feeling for her. He made fun of her and humiliated her, making her look bad. So it's not only Katt who had a score to settle with Kevin, because Torre also has a lot to get back at him for. Well, Kevin didn't take the news of his ex-wife and Katt going on tour lightly. Although he appeared unbothered and tried to keep things cool, despite the ongoing saga between himself and Katt, he was actually very angry and hurt. He felt betrayed by Torre, who he thought had moved on from their past. He also felt threatened by Katt, who he saw as a rival and a troublemaker. He decided to take action and stop them from ruining his reputation and career. He called his lawyers and tried to get a restraining order against Torre and Katt. He claimed that they were harassing him and spreading lies about him. He also said that they were trying to sabotage his upcoming movie, which he said was his biggest project yet. Kevin expressed the need for protection from Torre and Katt due to their malicious intentions, expressing fear for his safety and his family's. Describing them as unstable and unpredictable, he wanted them to stay away from him and cease discussing his personal life. Having moved on and found happiness with his new wife, he desired peace and harmony, wishing them well. While taking legal action to protect himself and loved ones, he emphasized his confidence in winning, asserting he would not let them tarnish his name or legacy. Kevin made it clear he was prepared to fight in court and prove his innocence, vowing not to let anyone jeopardize his status as the king of comedy. Katt Williams and Kevin Hart have been embroiled in an ugly feud for years, trading insults and accusations publicly. But Kevin isn't the only comedian Katt has called out. He's also got beef with Steve Harvey that stretches back over a decade. In the viral Club Shay Shay interview, Katt decided to reignite his feud with Steve when he made several shocking allegations. Katt accused Steve of stealing jokes and material from other comedians. He referenced Steve's failed acting career, denying Steve's claims that he was too busy to act. Katt alleged Steve desperately wanted to act, but was rejected for roles due to lack of talent. Katt also alleged Steve lied about being homeless before making it big. He claimed when Steve toured with Eddie Murphy in the 90s, he already earned thousands per show. Additionally, Katt accused Steve of sabotaging Bernie Mac's career out of jealousy. He referenced rumors that Steve tried to undercut Bernie and take his movie roles. Katt asserted Steve only succeeded once Bernie passed away and was out of the picture. Fanning the flames, Katt teamed up with Steve's ex-wife Mary to spill more tea about Steve. This mirrored when he joined forces with Kevin Hart's ex-wife Torre. Katt took advantage of Mary's insider knowledge to tarnish Steve's reputation. Steve responded dismissively, referencing haters and saying he didn't need to address them. He suggested he was above the drama, stating he was simply waiting to see what God would do. However, Steve later seemed to address Katt more directly in an Instagram post. He shared a video of himself on Family Feud, referring to someone attacking him. Though Steve didn't name-drop Katt, fans assumed that's who he meant when mentioning having a hater. Katt also implicated Steve as part of a group of comedians who reportedly steal jokes and sabotage others' careers. This group allegedly included Cedric the Entertainer and other Harvey allies. Steve's ex-wife Mary defended Katt's allegations about Steve's underhanded business practices. Other comedians like Eddie Murphy also backed up claims that Steve is willing to undermine peers for personal gain. Overall, Katt leveled multiple troubling accusations against the famously wholesome Steve Harvey, attempting to expose his cutthroat ambition. While Steve has avoided directly addressing Katt's specific claims, he continues trying to take the high road on social media. However, Katt remains undeterred and keeps lining up more insider witnesses. The dramatic feud between the veteran comics shows no signs of cooling off anytime soon. Katt Williams has boldly called out several top comedians, including provoking long-running feuds with Kevin Hart and Steve Harvey. But those two aren't the only targets of Katt's accusations. He's also got beef with up-and-comer Tiffany Haddish. In a viral Club Shay interview, Katt slammed Tiffany as an industry puppet being used by Hollywood elites. He dismissed her success, claiming she was artificially elevated to further certain agendas. Katt alleged Tiffany lied about starting out performing at the Laugh Factory. He asserted she was never part of the stand-up scene before getting famous through acting. Additionally, Katt accused Tiffany of being manipulated by Kevin Hart and others to parrot false narratives about him. For example, accusing Katt of being on drugs after he criticized Hart. Tiffany responded by listing her accomplishments and taking digs at Katt. She suggested he was confused and didn't have his facts straight about her career. Tiffany also tried to flip the drug allegations back onto Katt. She hypocritically called him out for smoking, despite her own recent DUIs and public intoxication issues. Katt hit back hard, mocking Tiffany for having multiple drunk driving arrests. He pointed out she had no room to criticize his smoking when she risked people's lives by driving under the influence. Katt further slammed Tiffany as unoriginal, alleging she relies on stealing others' work. He essentially branded her as a hack propped up by the industry. The feud escalated when Katt paired up with Tiffany's ex-husband Twain to plan a comedy show, mirroring when Katt teamed up with Kevin Hart and Steve Harvey's ex-wives. By collaborating with Twain, Katt gained inside knowledge to use against Tiffany and expose her misdeeds. Fans praised Katt for his boldness, taking on even younger stars like Tiffany. Tiffany largely resorted to vague social media posts rather than directly addressing Katt's scathing accusations. She claimed she wished Katt the best and looked forward to working together again someday. But fans interpreted her posts as flimsy attempts to take the high road and avoid engaging further with Katt's damaging attacks. Overall, Katt established himself as someone even at the height of fame like Tiffany isn't safe from. He continues fearlessly calling out hypocrisy and phoniness in the entertainment industry's upper echelon. The public feud only seems to be escalating as Katt now collaborates with those who know Tiffany's secrets. Katt Williams has made several comments about Oprah Winfrey in various interviews and videos. In his recent interview, Katt Williams accused Oprah of having an agenda to destroy black entertainers in the industry. He also claimed that Oprah was mean to him and tried to end his career. In another video, Katt Williams accused Oprah of ruining the careers of black actors. He confronted Oprah for almost sacrificing him for fame. Katt Williams called Oprah the most shady person in Hollywood and said that people are beginning to see her for who she really is. However, despite all these allegations, there is no information available on Oprah's response to Katt Williams' comments. These are only a few of the things and people he exposed. Here is a rapid fire of the other celebs he exposed. In addition to Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, Tiffany Haddish, and Oprah Winfrey, Katt Williams also made controversial comments about other celebrities during his interview on Club Shay Shay. Some of the celebrities he exposed or criticized in the interview include Cedric the Entertainer, Jonathan Majors, and Ludacris. Ludacris responded to the allegations in another video I made, which you can watch on this channel. In a recent video, Katt Williams did plead for protection after making revelations about Oprah Winfrey, but it is unclear if he was referring to any specific threats or dangers. But there is no evidence to suggest that Katt Williams is risking his life by exposing celebrities. However, the response to Katt Williams' comments about various celebrities has been mixed. While some individuals have expressed support for his candor and willingness to speak his truth, others have questioned the validity of his claims and have raised concerns about his motives and mental state. Additionally, Katt Williams' comments have generated significant attention, as evidenced by the high viewership of the interview in which he made these revelations. Ultimately, the public's reaction to Katt Williams' statements about celebrities is varied, with some embracing his perspective and others approaching it with skepticism and criticism. Is it because Katt Williams has always been a hater? Or is it because of that one time he went to jail for getting beat up by a teenager and Kevin Hart was rising above him? But that is a story for another day.